ke kumuo kalipo I lipo. O ke kumuo kapo I po. O kalipo kalipo lipo. O kalipo kalao kalipo kapo.
The seat of the Hawaiian government. Queen Lili'uokalani, in order to avoid bloodshed, builded her party under protest. The independent Hawaiian
We are born of Earth Mother, Papa Hanaumoku, and Sky Father, Vakea. And that really is our beginning. So we are indigenous in the true sense of the word. The earth is our mother and we came from her. 2,000, 3,000 years of that, depending on which anthropologist you speak with, was shattered by the coming of the West. They brought, as they did in other parts of the world, disease, they brought capitalism, they brought individualism, and they brought Christianity. And in that order, those gifts of Western civilization nearly destroyed everything that Hawaiians had built, including the people themselves.
When Captain James Cook arrived in 1778, he met a thriving culture of 800,000 to 1 million Hawaiians. Little more than a generation later, there were less than 40,000 native Hawaiians, a population loss of 97%. Haunani-Kay Trask is director of the Center for Hawaiian Studies and a Hawaiian nationalist.
No population can sustain that collapse. It's not a decimation which is by a factor of 10, it's a collapse. When a people experience that, they lose faith in their gods, they lose faith in their ability to sustain and regenerate themselves. Christianity comes in. The very same people who tell them that the Hawaiian gods have deserted the Hawaiian people, give them a new god. Those same people who come in 1820, by the 1850s, own most of the arable land in Hawaii. They institute private property and they benefit from it directly.
In 1893, United States Marines landed in Honolulu and pointed their artillery at Iolani Palace, the seat of the Hawaiian government. Queen Lili'uokalani, in order to avoid bloodshed, yielded her authority under protest. The independent Hawaiian nation was overthrown, and an all-white missionary descendant government was put in place. In 1896, the Hawaiian language was officially banned. 2 years later, Hawaii was annexed as a United States territory without the consent of the Hawaiian people. In 1959, again without the consent of native Hawaiians, statehood was declared for Hawaii.
Mahope mako Lili'uokalani o alawa kapono kaina aina yamai ana kapuana o Kapolei aloha o kaina.
The role now of sympathetic people who are not Hawaiian is to support that revival, to support our push for sovereignty, which means government, which means self-determination on our land for our own people.
In recognition of its theft of Hawaiian lands, the United States government set aside roughly 2.6 million acres in trust for native Hawaiians. But nearly 100 years after the first lands were put in trust, most of the land and its profits are still not in Hawaiian hands. Some native Hawaiians, tired of waiting and facing the highest cost of living in the United States, simply began to live on the land. Incidents like this one have become familiar scenes in Hawaii. Today, Hawaiians lead in every category of human misery. Highest incidence of life-threatening disease, lowest life expectancy, highest rate of imprisonment and suicide, and the highest percentage of poor and homeless. Eric Enos is director of the Cultural Learning Center in Waianae. He has worked with the social problems in the Hawaiian community for the past 25 years.
Part of the work that we've been doing in Waianae is the work in recovering some of our cultural identity and things that make us Hawaiians. What we have done is try to look at ways to look at programs within the community, grassroots programs, that identify the strengths of the culture, things that make sense to us, things that are healthy. What are things that make people well?
Eric Enos and others stress the need for community anchors for the Hawaiian people. The Waimanalo Health Center, for example, was organized and is administrated by Native Hawaiians.
We've got to look at the whole. Cannot just treat the finger or the toe or the ear. It's the whole person. And the whole person in context of their community, of their own spirituality with the land.
Lili'uokalani, ilalola ilalo, na pua ukahonua.
This is Halava, a valley held to be sacred. 5 Native Hawaiian women began a vigil to protect Halava from destruction by a freeway. Tony Yardley is one of those women.
Halava Valley is known as being this area that's designated to the essence of life. It's also known as far as being the home of Papa. Papa Hanaumoku was the Hawaiian name for Mother Earth, and legends say of her dwelling here in the valley. When we made the commitment to come into the valley, it was a spiritual commitment. It was a spiritual commitment to protect our sacred sites and to gain access.
Today, more and more people are rising to the defense of Halava Valley.
You give these men machines and the destruction is unbelievable, unbelievable. I tell you, we drove up there this morning. It broke my heart. This is desecration at its worst. You should see all the hapu'u, just all dead on the road. They're tearing the na'au out of us, and it hurts, it hurts. You cannot go up there and not feel hurt, and that's all I felt.
No one can tell us that they have ownership to the sacred sites here in Hawaii. We believe that it is our spiritual right to protect them and to keep them open to all people forever and ever. The spirit of the Hawaiian people today is like a fire. It's like a fire burning. But it is swelling inside of us as far as commitment. It's that burning and growing desire to correct wrongdoing.
Hawaiians say, the life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. The spirit of the Hawaiian people cannot be killed or turned aside, and this spirit will settle for nothing less than justice and righteousness.